It's a typical busy day in the city. The streets are filled with people rushing from one place to the next. Tall buildings line the streets, with luxury cars zooming past. Among these people is a man in a sharp suit, his expensive shoes clicking on the pavement. This man is a billionaire, living in a mansion on the edge of the city. He has everything: money, power, and fame. But despite all of this, he always finds himself walking through the busy streets of the city. This walk, every day, gives him a chance to get away from the noise and think. Today, like any other day, he walks down the same street. People rush past him, heads down, focused on their own lives. But then, something catches his eye. A young boy stands on the corner. He's holding a small bag of candy in his hand. His clothes are old and dirty, his hair unkempt. His face is full of innocence, but his eyes hold a deep sadness. The boy isn't asking for money, but instead, he's quietly offering the candy for sale. The billionaire slows down as he passes. He watches the boy for a moment. People are walking by, ignoring him, not even giving him a second glance. There's something about the boy that stands out, something that makes the billionaire stop and look a little longer. The billionaire stands still for a moment, studying the boy from a distance. He's curious. Most people just walk by, too busy with their own lives to notice the young child standing on the corner. But this boy, there's something different about him. After a few seconds, the billionaire steps closer. The boy looks up, his eyes meeting the man's. For a brief moment, neither of them says anything. The boy holds out the candy in his hand, waiting for a response. The billionaire clears his throat. "How much for the candy?" he asks, breaking the silence. The boy shrugs, his voice soft but clear. "Just $1. Anything you can spare." The billionaire nods, taking a moment to look around. The street is busy, but nobody seems to pay attention to the boy. He buys a piece of candy, handing the boy a bill. As he does, he glances at the boy's face again. There's no sadness in his eyes, but there's something more, a quiet strength. "What's your name?" the billionaire asks, still studying him. "Ely," the boy responds. "Ely Taylor." "Ely," the billionaire repeats. "How long have you been out here?" The boy looks down, then up at him. "A few months. I've been on my own for a while now. It's not so bad, I get by." The billionaire is taken aback. There's no bitterness in the boy's voice, no anger or desperation. Ely speaks as if he's accepted his situation, yet there's a calmness to him that the billionaire can't quite understand. "You live out here by yourself?" the billionaire asks, his tone softer now. Ely nods. "Yeah. I find a place to sleep when I can. I sell candy to make enough for food." The billionaire feels a knot in his stomach. He's seen homelessness before, but this boy, there's something about him that feels different. Ely doesn't seem broken by his circumstances, but the billionaire can see that his life has been anything but easy. As the conversation continues, the billionaire can't help but feel drawn to the boy. There's something about Ely that sticks with him. It's not just his situation, it's the way he talks, the way he looks at the world. Despite everything, he carries himself with a quiet dignity. "So, what's your dream?" the billionaire asks, genuinely curious. "What do you want to do with your life?" Ely looks away for a moment, as if thinking about the question. "I don't really know. I mean, I'd like to do something important, something that helps people. I see people walking by, and they don't even notice me, you know? But I'm not like them. I want to be different. I want to be someone who can help others, not just be forgotten." The billionaire listens closely. There's a calm wisdom in the boy's words, a level of maturity that doesn't match his age. For a second, the billionaire wonders how someone so young can think this way. "You're not like them," the billionaire repeats, more to himself than to the boy. "You have something. You have a good heart." Ely shrugs, a small smile playing on his lips. "I don't know. I just try to do what I can. Sometimes it's not enough, but I try." The billionaire is silent for a moment, watching Ely carefully. He sees the fire in the boy's eyes, the desire to be more, to do more. There's something about him, something that feels different from anyone else the billionaire has ever met. The boy may be homeless, but he's not broken. There's a quiet strength within him, a strength the billionaire didn't expect to find in someone living on the streets. "I believe you'll get there," the billionaire says, finally breaking the silence. "You have a lot of potential, Ely." Ely looks up at him, surprised by the words. "You really think so?" I do, the billionaire says, his voice steady. And I think you deserve more than this life. More than just selling candy on the corner. Eli's eyes widen. There's a flicker of hope, something he hasn't felt in a long time. The billionaire looks at Eli for a long moment, his mind racing. He's been listening to the boy, feeling something stir inside him. This kid, this young boy with a quiet smile and a big heart, deserves more than just a kind word. He deserves a chance. A real chance to change his life. Without another word, the billionaire stands up. Eli watches him confused. Come on, the billionaire says. I want to show you something. Eli looks unsure, but stands up anyway, following the billionaire as they walk down the street. The billionaire leads him to a nearby cafe, a quiet spot away from the noise of the city. Once inside, the billionaire gestures for them to sit at a table in the corner. The air is warm, the soft hum of conversations filling the space. Eli sits down, still not sure what's happening, his eyes fixed on the billionaire. The man's calmness seems to put him at ease, but his mind is racing, trying to figure out what's going on. The billionaire leans forward, his eyes serious but kind. I want to help you, Eli, he says, his voice steady. You're smart, you've got heart. I can see it, and I think you deserve a shot at something better. Eli blinks, confused. What do you mean? I mean, the billionaire continues, I'm offering you an opportunity to change everything. I can get you into a school, a good one, a place where you can learn, where you can become someone. I'll cover everything. Tuition, housing, food. You won't have to worry about a thing. Eli's jaw drops and he stares at the billionaire as if he's hearing things. Wait, what? You're serious? The billionaire nods. Absolutely. I want to help you, Eli. I want you to have a future. You deserve it. Eli shakes his head slowly, his voice barely above a whisper. I don't know what to say. I've never had someone offer me something like this. Ever. You don't have to say anything right now, the billionaire reassures him. Take some time to think about it. But know that I'm serious. I believe in you, and I want to help you become who you are meant to be. Eli sits there, speechless. His mind is spinning, trying to process what he's just heard. A school? A real future? All of it seems too good to be true. You really think I can do it? Eli finally asks, looking the billionaire in the eyes. I know you can, the billionaire replies with a firm nod. You've got something that money can't buy. I can help you with the rest. Eli sits back in his chair, his heart racing. A chance. A real chance. It feels like a dream. Eli is frozen. His mind is struggling to keep up with what's happening. The words the billionaire just spoke feel like they belong to someone else's life, not his. He never imagined something like this could happen to him. People on the street don't get chances like this. People like him don't get opportunities that could change everything. You're not joking, right? Eli asks quietly, almost as if he's afraid to believe it. The billionaire shakes his head. No, I'm not joking. I'm serious. This is real. I see something in you, Eli. You've got a future, and I want to help you find it. Eli takes a deep breath, trying to process the shock. He's not used to being offered help like this. The streets have been his world for so long, and now someone wants to give him a chance to leave it behind. I don't know what to say, Eli whispers, his voice trembling. You don't have to say anything right now, the billionaire reassures him. Just think about it, take your time, but remember, this is a chance, a real one. You can have a future, Eli, a future that's yours to create. Eli nods slowly, his head spinning. This is the kind of thing he's only heard about in movies, in stories of people who've changed their lives, and now it's happening to him. I won't waste this chance, Eli says, his voice firm now. I'll work hard, I promise I won't waste it. The billionaire smiles, proud of him. I know you won't. That's why I believe in you. Eli's heart swells with a mix of emotions, gratitude, disbelief, hope. He's not sure what the future holds, but for the first time in a long while, he feels like he has a chance to find out. Thank you, Eli says, his voice breaking. Thank you so much. The billionaire stands up, offering his hand. This is just the beginning, Eli. Let's start building your future. Eli takes the billionaire's hand, shaking it firmly. For the first time in his life, he feels like he's stepping into a new world, one where anything is possible. The first few weeks after Eli's meeting with the billionaire are a whirlwind. It feels like a dream, one he's afraid to wake up from. He moves into a small but comfortable house provided by the billionaire's foundation. just outside the city. It's a safe space, quiet and peaceful. There are no loud streets, no fear of finding a place to sleep. It's a real home. At first, everything feels foreign to Eli. He's not used to having his own room, a clean bed, or food that's always available. He feels awkward at first, unsure of how to fit in. But slowly, day by day, things start to change. He wakes up every morning with a purpose. The billionaire has arranged for him to attend a prestigious school nearby. Eli walks through the school gates every day, nervous but determined. It's a place filled with other students who have had the life Eli could only dream of. But instead of feeling out of place, he pushes through his doubts. At school, he's surprised by how much he enjoys learning. The teachers are kind, and they see his potential. He begins to ask questions, eager to understand everything around him. For the first time in his life, Eli feels like he belongs. His mind opens up to the possibilities of what he can achieve. The billionaire stays in contact with Eli, offering guidance whenever he needs it. They meet regularly, and Eli shares his progress. The billionaire is proud of how quickly Eli is adjusting. He encourages him to stay focused, to never give up, and to always keep pushing forward. Eli works hard every day. He studies late into the night, never letting his past define him. The determination that once helped him survive on the streets now drives him toward a brighter future. The boy who once sold candy on the corner is now a student with big dreams. He excels in his studies, making friends along the way, and learning more than he ever imagined. His grades improve, and with each passing day, his confidence grows. He starts taking part in school events, joining clubs, and making friends who appreciate him for who he is. Eli is no longer the shy, quiet boy who once stood on a street corner with nothing but candy to sell. He's becoming someone new, someone with hope, a future, and the tools to make his dreams come true. The billionaire's mentorship helps him too. He teaches Eli lessons about life, success, and perseverance. He gives Eli advice on how to set goals and make them happen. With each lesson, Eli's vision for his future becomes clearer. One evening, after a long day of studying, Eli sits at his desk, looking out the window at the city lights. He can hardly believe how much has changed in such a short time. He's no longer just a boy on the streets. He's a student with a future. And it's all possible because someone believed in him. Years pass, and Eli's life continues to change in ways he never imagined. He graduates from school with honors, a young man full of promise. The quiet boy who once lived on the streets is now a confident, successful individual. His future is bright, and he's determined to make the most of every opportunity. Eli never forgets where he came from. He remembers the streets, the cold nights, and the candy he used to sell just to survive. But now he has something he never thought possible: a chance to give back. He starts a foundation to help other children who are living on the streets, just like he once did. The foundation provides food, shelter, and education for those who need it most. Eli uses his story to inspire others, showing them that no matter how hard life gets, change is always possible. The billionaire, now older, watches from a distance. He's proud of the young man Eli has become. He knows that the decision to help Eli was the right one. Eli has taken his chance and built a life that's not just about success, but about helping others too. As Eli's foundation grows, he meets new people, learns new things, and continues to make a difference in the world. He's become the kind of person he always dreamed of being, a person who helps, who inspires, and who changes lives. And it all started with one simple act of kindness from a stranger on a street corner.